I want to start this video by first putting on my shoes and then mentioning that I have no idea what I'm doing. Because today I'm going to take equal parts fire, some safety, and crushed gold ore to see if I can't pull gold out of it. I'm really new to smelting. If anything, it's just a curiosity to me at this point. And in the process of that curiosity, I've destroyed a lot of crucibles. I mean, let's be real, this one's pretty f***ed. And therefore me and Nigel are willing to experiment.
Oh yeah, experiment fully sick, bro.
I am going to take a random scoop of this, which used to look like this, which is gold ore, quartz that contains a nice hefty piece of gold in it. And with the permission of my assistant Fern, thanks for the bless. And that doesn't just have gold nuggets, it has a lot of very fine gold mixed into it, and traditionally it's quite difficult to pan off, and it's very difficult to run through a sluice box and capture all of that fine gold. I'm going to half fill that crucible up. We're going to add some special flux that was sent to me from Reed's Prospecting that they say should help, and we're going to melt the bastard in my furnace using fire. And it is either going to completely destroy this crucible or we're going to end up with a small bead of gold. And that should give us an idea of how much gold is in a certain amount of ore. Oh, you know spring is coming because we've got jumping spiders. They are so cool, and even if you get bit, it basically gives you a mosquito bite that's kind of itchy. You can pick them up, they jump, they got the best eyesight in the spider world too. Apparently that little dot down there is one of the only spiders that is capable of looking up and visually seeing the moon, and they've got really good eyesight because they use jumping as the primary method to get between places. It's a bit windy today, so the scales are moving all over the place. I want to do about 10 grams because 10 grams is an easy number to work with when I'm doing my maths. 7, 8, 9, there we go, 10.1. With all that spillage, it's probably now 10. Ah yes, only the best, cleanest science on Vo-Gus prospecting. Like, did I not warn you that I don't know what I'm doing? Yeah. Now, apparently this flux is a nightmare to work with, and it will go everywhere as soon as I get it out into the air. Let's find out. Oh no, I see what they're talking about. A little less on my spoon. Again, highly accurate with the measurements and the placement of that flux in the crucible. I guess we're going to try and mix it around a bit, eh? Right, you can tell me all the things I'm doing wrong. I'm putting this into the furnace cold. There's nothing preheated. It's all going to happen at the same time, and hopefully we can get that bastard hot enough to melt all the quartz. And if not, nothing lost, it's an experiment. So to melt gold, you got to get a pretty good temperature, like you want it up over 2000 degrees, because then that makes sure that it's all nice and liquidy. But in this case, we're trying to dissolve quartz and probably a whole lot of other stuff. I'm going to get well out of the way because I don't know what kind of gases that's going to produce. But hopefully when I come back in about 15 minutes or so, I'm going to open this up. That is going to be a big liquidy mess. Then when it's all liquidy, we're going to pour it into this mold. And the goal is just to see how much gold comes out of a 10-gram sample, because then that I can work out my per ton rate. If we recover the gold, if I don't destroy a crucible, and if all of this works out according to plan, which, if we're being honest, it's me.
Well, we've hit our first problem. We're about to have an overflow. I filled it up too much. I told you there were going to be problems, baby. It's okay, it's just slag. We'll just push it back in.
So much of the passion for gold prospecting that I have comes from doing stuff like this. Stuff that I don't understand. I don't know how to make it work. I am not an expert in any way, shape, form, or idea of the word. But damn, it makes me happy. I feel like a little kid playing with a science kit that he got from National Geographic all over again. I love it. That's a lie. I feel like a kid melting army men with sparklers. Precisely one Harry Potter chapter later.
Oh yeah, we got a little bit of overspill. It's hard to see, but there's a little orange flame starting to come out at the top there. And that is a good sign that we're getting to temperature. If I'm being 100% honest, I don't think this is going to pour. I think we're going to have to let it cool in the crucible and smash it. But Okay, that was a disaster.
Without a shadow of a doubt, this is probably 100% slag. Pretty heavy for just being slag. There's a nice big air pocket in it. Whoa, no wait, there's something there. Is that gold? I don't know if that's gold. That might be gold. We'll find out when we crush it. I'm just letting what didn't come out of that crucible remelt. I'll try repouring it. And if it doesn't work this time, I'll just smash it.
No. We made a real nice mess in that furnace.
Obviously, I can't get my furnace hot enough. It's only a very small one, and it's not designed necessarily to do smelts of ore crush. It's designed to melt pure gold into little bars and stuff, and it works quite well for that. But obviously, we're over the limits of what it's able to do with this stuff. While I wait for the crucible to cool down, we are going to smash this piece of slag up. I'm not confident that's a piece of gold at the end, but the one way we are going to be able to tell is by dropping it in there and smashing the bejesus out of it. This is still kind of spicy, but I figure we can add it to the thing anyway. And just remember, Internet Land, this crucible was already stuffed before we began. Anyway. Pretty happy with this. There's not really any crystals left. This is just the graphite from the crucible left over. Never panned graphite before. This will be interesting. Ooh, hydrophobic. Here we go. Was this a big waste of time and I'm going to have to ask for everyone's help on how to do this properly and what kind of equipment I should buy? Or did I get it right? We'll see some gold. Moment of truth. One silver bead. Come on, one silver bead. Oh, no, but we got gold. What? Now I know for a certain fact I didn't get it to temp. Because that right there is the very fine gold we were trying to melt into a blob. That is just from 10 grams worth of ore. Which just means I didn't get it hot enough. Which also means I need better gas. So if you know how to get better gas, please give your dog a big scratch behind the ears for me. Peace, and I'm out.